Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
The world has watched, seemingly powerless, as President Assad has laid siege to Syria's second city. Families have been trapped, food is in short supply, hospitals demolished. Now, opposition forces in Syria are close to breaking the siege. The gains came as government forces and their Russian allies killed at least 18 people today using barrel bombs on rebel-held areas. The Russian Foreign Minister, Sergei Lavrov, accuses the rebels themselves of using chlorine gas. 2 of the barrel bombs containing chlorine hit the al-Fardos district, an area where the fighting appears to be concentrated to the southwest of the city. But the rebels have clashed with government forces in a number of other areas. Video posted on social media claims to show rebels firing on unidentified positions on the edge of Aleppo. They're heavily armed and have tanks and armoured vehicles.
Now there are fears of another humanitarian crisis as many of those trapped by the renewed fighting try to flee Aleppo. Dr. Hamza al-Khatib is a doctor who lives and works in the midst of the destruction of the war-torn city. While others attempt to leave the besieged city, he, his wife and child have gone in the opposite direction, heading back into danger towards his home to help those in need. Their journey amid shelling and gunfire meant crossing the notorious Castello Road on the northern edge of Aleppo, and it's known as the Road of Death for good reason. There have been dozens of deaths along the route in the past months. Over the coming days and weeks, we will be attempting to give an insight into the horror inside Aleppo. But tonight we begin with Dr. al-Khatib's perilous journey back into the city. He was one of the last people to cross back into Aleppo before the siege took hold. A journey like no other. One of the most dangerous roads in the world, heading into one of the most dangerous cities. Among the passengers, a doctor, his wife, and their baby girl. A trip made with friends and colleagues, a shared determination to get back into Aleppo before government forces besiege it. The travel reports something quite different on this trip. They see an explosion in the distance. There's a moment of alarm, but they keep going. They change cars for security and pick up another doctor on the way. On the outskirts of the city, the most treacherous part of the journey yet, they walk, almost run. For 3 hours along trenches cut by the rebels through government-held territory, barrel bombs and gunshot punctuating the journey. The hurdy-gurdy noise of a children's toy to keep young Sama amused. But why would they risk everything to get into Aleppo, where more danger, not refuge, awaits?
حقيقة أنا أعمل في حلب 4 سنوات في مشفى القدس. هذا المشفى الذي يخدم 500 ألف إنسان. يقوم هذا المشفى على عدد قليل من الأطباء والكادر، فأنا أستطيع ترك الأخوي العاملين في هذا المكان، ونستطيع ترك أهلنا في الصامدين في حلب.
مثلا صار لي 3 سنين بحلب، وهلا بعد مثلا ما حلب صارت او على وشك حصار انه تم انا برا ورفقاتي جوا، فبالنهاية يعني كلياتنا بشر.
And the same question to Dr. Hamza, the perfect reason for staying away, still snuggled close to his chest.
احنا باقيين على حلب، يعني وصلنا 5 سنين بهي المعركة من أيام السلمية لهلا، وكل شخص فينا له دور كثير كبير بإرجاح كفة الحق على كفة الباطل، حتى هيك له دور بحسب المعركة.
The last leg of the journey must be done in darkness.
وين هلا؟ سيروا يلا ماما.
قطعنا الصوت. هي ما تسوى. هي ما حدا بيسمع.
يلا يا ماما. يلا يا ماما.
خلص روحي.
يلا في تنفيذ مروح يضل. مو برميل، هذا ضرب صاروخ.
لا كوع برميل.
And even in the most extraordinary of circumstances,
يلا يا ماما يلا.
the most ordinary of parenting ploys seems to work.
سما عمي
شو حلوين
عم بيدوروا حول مبسوطين، شربوا مي قالوا حي، حمدوا رب شكروا رب مبسوطين.
ان شاء الله يا بابا. ليش
الحمد لله على السلامة يا شباب.
الله يسلمك يا رب.
وصلنا حلب.
بدي تقول جياري.
Reaching home, and there is relief beyond measure.
الحمد لله على السلامة حكيم. الحمد لله على السلامة.
A strange cause for celebration, perhaps, when home is a shattered city under siege and under attack. But surviving each day may be reason enough. We did hope to speak to Dr. al-Khatib tonight, but he's been called into the hospital. We'll be featuring more reports on Aleppo in the coming days and weeks.